Well. It's I'm doing this video quite late. Just been trying to stomach everything that's happened today. Uh, I'm back obviously from the game, and it ended Grimsby Town 2, Notts County 3. Just turn them the other way round. Notts County 3, Grimsby Town 2, and oh, am I gutted. I am absolutely gutted. But if there is to be a plus, what I will give Town the credit for on that instance is it was a far better performance than last time out. Losing 3-2 didn't deserve to lose really in regards to probably scoreline. The Mariners went ahead twice. We scored first through a cracking strike by Danny Rose to get his first goal, first league goal in the black and white colours, and then Notts County equalised by John Bostock, which, to be fair, it was a good touch and finish. Really buried it into the net. And then the Mariners with a fantastic ball by Toby Malarkey. Absolutely fantastic. I spoke in the preview about Notts County's high line. We actually exploited that right towards the end of the second half, and a great finish by Harry Clifton to put us 2-1 up at the break. Unlucky for Luke Waterfall, he got an own goal on 50th minute. I couldn't see that very clearly from where I was, but it sort of looped over. It looped over Eastwood's head. Very unlucky for Luke. To be fair, they didn't really put a foot wrong. But then Crowley got the third goal on 61 minutes. Jody Jones got the assist for that. Aaron Nemain got the assist on the 40th minute for John Bostock. To be fair, the only thing that concerns me with Grimsby at the minute is we're getting caught out by on the break, by the break. That's where Grimsby are getting caught. I've seen a lot of people asking, like, I've seen some people say Hurst has got 3 more games and then he's out if we don't get results. I'm thinking to myself, overreaction. Is it complete overreaction? We actually did play well today, considering the stats would say otherwise. Notts dominated it in regards to possession and things like that. They were the better side, but that shows really how clinical Grimsby can be, and I'm disappointed to have lost the game, but I'm far happier than I was in midweek when we lost to Mansfield, because Mansfield we were torn to pieces. Notts County we weren't torn to pieces. Like I said, our weakness was on the break. We got caught on the break, and to be fair, Jody Jones is an absolute monster and a beast at this level. He's far above this level, and you could see that. For us, though, I thought Toby Malarkey had a good game. I thought Danny Rose had a good game. I thought Abu didn't have a bad game. Awisa didn't have a bad game. Harry Clifton, with his edge, just kept on going. Anthony Glennon, not the best of games, but he got taken off after 30 minutes, which Paul said in his post-match was down to his booking. And it did look like the referee was being a lot harsher with the bookings. There was about 7 or 8 bookings in that game. Some of them you're thinking, fouls maybe, but yellow cards, no. But the trouble is, it's not the referees as well, it's also the law. But he did seem a bit card happy. In general, disappointing to lose the game, because even though the stats would say we were dominated, I mean, I'll just give you the stats here. Notts County had 64% of the ball to Grimsby's 36. Notts had 12 shots. Grimsby had 10. 8 of their shots were on target. 3 were on target for the Mariners. 7 corners to 6. And 16 fouls to 6 in favour of the Mariners. If you look at that, we really should have lost by a hell of a lot more. Because... but I'll tell you where my belief in the side is if a club like that, if Notts County, who are one of the early favourites for promotion from League Two, I think they could get exploited quite a bit with that high line that they play. And there's a lot of teams that like to play against a high line in League Two, so Notts County have got to be careful. I think we can take a lot of promise from that performance. I don't agree with some of the fan response. I think it's going a little bit too far. But disappointing to lose. Akil Pike, when he did come on, he was a danger. He could be a real threat for us going on. He had a late header, just go beyond Aidan Stone, but just wide late on. The stats would read Notts County dominated, and in a lot of ways they did. They dominated the ball. They didn't. When I said didn't dominate the game, if they dominated the game but only came away 3-2, I think they need to look at their defence as well. Like we do. We've got to look at our defence, and I think that is one thing that we have to be mindful of, is that we're trying to be a lot more attacking, which means it could leave us a bit more open at the back than what we were. And I think this is where I think some of us fans have got to kind of curtail slightly. You want us to be an attacking team, but also realise that could sacrifice the defensive I won't say quality, but the defensive switch, it may not be as on as most. So I think that, disappointing result, 3-2. At the moment, that leaves the Mariners down in 19th with 1 point from 2 games. But that was a far more promising performance in regards to, we've scored a couple of goals. We do look threatening going forward. We just do look a little bit, it's too early to say the word frail, but we do look a bit edgy at the back. I thought Harvey Rogers had a good game today, and he really did. Emile Conte always looks good. And I go back to something I said in a couple of videos ago. It's just not quite clicking yet. Was it perfect? No. Will it get better? I believe so. And again, it's sort of like we need to find that common ground, because if we sit off against teams like Notts County, we could get caught out. But at the same time, if we don't go for it, then some people will say that we're being very negative and boring football. So it is kind of like, for us as fans, I think we've got to take a look at what are we expecting? A lot of the time when you play free flowing attacking football, you are going to leave things open. And just at the moment, we are quite open at the back. But we're trying to go on the front foot. And it nearly worked today. It nearly worked. But it's 2 games in. So any fan that's talking about this is a poor start to the season, and yes, it is. If you want to look at it from results-wise, it's 1 draw and 2 defeats. But if I'm going to put it really clinical, since a lot of fans weren't really bothered about the Mansfield, it's 1 loss and a draw. You know, but the good thing is we've scored a couple of goals today. Danny Rose again. I don't think I saw Danny Rose miss a header. You know, every time he went up for a header, he was reaching them. There were some good crosses put in on both sides. It's just a frustrating result because Town on the attacking front probably deserved a little bit more, but on the defensive front, I think we got what we deserved at the same time. So it is kind of like a balancing act, you know. We've got to realise that if we are going to be a lot more forward thinking, then we've got to be aware that the defence have to be switched on. But that is something that has to really be worked on, and I'm sure that it will. But like I said, I'm far more encouraged. If you did go to Meadow Lane, do let me know what you thought. Not Scanty fans as well. You were at the game, and like I said, I think overall you guys dominated the ball. Not Scanty dominated the ball. And to be fair, you have got a immense player in Jody Jones, and obviously coming from Coventry, which he did. Obviously was on loan with you last season. He's definitely a level above League Two, and he did run us ragged. But we had some good performances. So let me know down below what you guys thought of the game. Mariners fans and Magpie fans. You know, any Notts County followers that I've got or subscribers I've got, please let me know what you guys think. And Mariners fans, first and foremost, what do you think? Were you happy with the game? We weren't that poor. We weren't that poor. But at the minute, I think we're just a bit fragile at the back, and that's probably through trying to push forward so much. But let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Please do leave your thoughts, and any questions you've got for me, do leave them down below, and I might even do a video if you leave me the questions, and I'll give you my thoughts on those. So please do like, please do subscribe, please do share, and I will see you guys very, very soon with a preview for the upcoming midweek games and more. I'll see you guys very, very soon, and I've got another personal announcement coming up in the next couple of weeks. So until next time, guys, I'll see you soon with a preview for the midweek fixtures and a preview for the midweek game. In the meantime, guys, I'll see you soon, and thanks for watching.